Prithvi garu. Okay. Whenever you felt that while doing this kind of roles, whenever you felt that why I would choose this role, so much pain is there, a lot of changes are there. Your look is very painful. Look is there. Whenever you felt that why.
Never, sir. I have, in the beginning, few months, I questioned why this role chose me. I have never questioned why did I choose this role, because it's a privilege for an actor. You don't get films and roles like this. Even if you could say, I've done 120 films now as an actor. I'm directing my third film. I've produced, 10, 11 films. But films like these don't happen very often. Like once in a lifetime film. So if you get an opportunity as an artist, forget as an actor, as an artist, any craft, to be involved with a piece of cinema like this, then you don't question that. I never questioned it. But both of us had that moment of fear when we had to stop shoot in 2020 following the pandemic. Because already we had invested so much effort, so many years of struggle. I had lost 1/3 of my body, more than 1/3 of my body weight, and we had to stop shoot, and we didn't know if we were ever going to be able to restart. But we could, and here we are.
So are there any satires or criticism about the Arab sheikhs or Arab countries?
So that one very important thing I want to tell you about this film is that this is not about going to another country and getting stuck. The actual core element of the story can happen to anybody anywhere. It's about forceful confinement. It's about forced labor. It's about taking away a man's identity from him. So that can happen to anyone, anywhere, if you are unfortunate enough to be going through those circumstances. In Najib's story, it involved him going to the Gulf. It needn't be that it has to happen in the Gulf. It can happen anywhere in the world.
Okay, sir. All the best.
Thank you.
Prithviraj sir.
Prithviraj
Yes,
sir.
yes.
The trailer is very heart-wrenching and emotional story.
Sorry?
Trailer is looking very heart-wrenching and emotional journey.
Thank you.
So did you feel ever the scene acting this film? So very claustrophobic audience feel that your acting is very pioneering. So to taking another world, the audience is very impact of this film.
I think I understood your question, so I'm going to answer to the question that I understood. Okay. It's a very intense film. It's a very intense film. This is not a film where you have a separate comedy track for relief and all. But I think cinema has generally moved on from that. No, I don't think now, even for a commercial film, I remember even for my own films, like in early 2000s and all, we used to read a script and then it'll be like, oh, scene 23, comedy, scene 24, next. So then the comedy scene would be written later by the artist also involving in, because that scene would have no relationship with the rest of the plot. That is now not there in any film, I think. Anyway, there is no like relief track to make the audience feel good about themselves, etc. But this is a film where I don't think you would want to take your eyes off the screen. Because basically, the book is a very, very detailed 43 chapter long documentation of what this man went through. And even the book, that big book, if you ever read the English version at least, it will be very difficult for you to put the book down. It's very, very difficult. You talk to people who have read R.G. Vidam, 99 out of 100 people will tell you, I started and I didn't stop till I finished. It's actually very difficult to put the book down. That big book itself is like that. And the film is a concentrated version of that book. So I don't think you will ever want to, want the story to go away. I think you will want to stay in the intensity. I think that's what I said. It's a very deeply meditative character study. You'll just want to keep traveling with this character. And that is because of the way he has made the film. Okay. I mean, an actor, since I am a director also, it will sound very immodest and not nice in me saying this. But since I'm an actor also, I think I can say, whatever an actor does, we are limited by our directors. So only a great director can make an actor look good.
Sir, there is a lot of survival thrillers in Bollywood or Tollywood or Collywood, Hollywood. So you see the Life of Pi book is also the converted to silver screen. So the movie also survival in a sea. What your movie also same thing to survival thing?
I think I already answered that question, the gentleman's question. So yeah.
Prithviraj sir, yeah.
Yes.
So, Audu Jeevitam is the best seller in the Malayalam.
Yes.
So, what is the need of telling on silver screen? What is the moral of the movie to tell the audience?
Moral?
Yeah.
It is this, sir. It is this that, like yesterday, we had this wonderful program in Cochin, where as a tribute to as part of the promotion, we were paying a tribute to 30 odd survivors, people who have survived very difficult circumstances in life. So all of them actually shared their stories with us during the program. And one thing that struck us that Blessy sir actually rightly said during the program was that we are going through a time and phase where I think in general, the human spirit and the strength of the human mind is becoming very fragile. We read so many sad stories, of like somebody fell in love and couldn't get married, and so they suicided. So many stories of people giving up on life. I think in a world like that, in circumstances like that, a story like Najib's is the ultimate beacon of inspiration. What Najib fought through, what Najib survived, if he can do that, and this is not fiction, this is a real life, that man is there, he's alive and well. If he can do that, one 10 standard fail, one love failure and all is nothing. So that is the biggest lesson.
Sir, when you stuck in the desert at the COVID period, what was going in your mind?
Hunger, sir, hunger. I was always hungry. I was not eating food only. Because I had to be like this, Everybody was eating biryani and all. Nothing for me, actually.
Prithviraj sir, here. Good to see you. There is a film called Castaway.
Yes.
Did you watch that film?
Yeah, many times.
Till the date, that was my favorite film.
Yeah.
I hope 28th March, this is my favorite, I hope.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What would you say about Castaway and The Goat Life, Aadu Jeevitam?
Yeah, so like he asked, they are both survival stories of people having to fight circumstances, fight solitude, and hold on to sanity and survive. The difference is the character metamorphosis, I said, it is one thing being alone, talking to a volleyball. It's one thing being so desperate in your solitude that you subconsciously try and be one among the animals so that you feel like you are in a society. And that's a very interesting character arc. I don't know if there is any other story that speaks of such a metamorphosis.
Have you adopted any characteristic transformations from that character, Castaway character?
No. So, I used to Google every possible actor's transformation to see what did each person do. Like, what did Christian Bale do for Machinist, and what did Tom Hanks do for Castaway? What did Vikram sir do for I? I. Yeah. All these I used to, Vikram sir, then I could speak directly also. But the thing is, you can't adopt what somebody else did because your body might not respond to it. So, ultimately, my transformation was based on literally not eating, which means fasting. So I used to fast. I used to fast for sometimes up to 72 hours. I will not recommend that to anyone. I know that there are studies that say fasting is very beneficial for your. I'm not an expert. So please consult a doctor and all before you do it. I had a doctor, a nutritionist, a trainer, everyone taking care of me.
Actually, IPL season is running in.
Yes.
What's your favorite IPL team?
Many people have asked me this, but unfortunately, I think I'm very old generation. I'm still yet to come fully in terms with franchise cricket. Like, because I like Dhoni, I'll support CSK, but I like Kohli also. So when CSK is playing RCB, I don't know who to support. Yeah. But I like international cricket. I'll support India. Yeah.
Okay. Sir, Prithvi sir.
One last question, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, before Bahubali, we don't know the term of the pan-Indian release. But after the Bahubali, the doors open for the Telugu release. And after the KGF, the Kannada doors are open. And do you feel that this is the one film that opened the doors for the Malayalam industry to think big, to reach wider audience?
Sir, actually, Bahubali is that singular phenomenon that got all of us talking. But I think it will always have to be a process. I don't think that one film can actually make a change. When Bahubali 1 happened, all of us thought it is once in a lifetime. It will never repeat itself. Then Bahubali 2 happened. So then we thought it is only Bahubali franchise that can do this. Then KGF happened. So it will have to be a continuous process for cinema to grow beyond its own boundaries So now Manjumal Boys has happened. It has found widespread acceptance in multiple states. Premalu has found a big acceptance in multiple states theatrically. So maybe Aadujivitham will follow it up. The next Malayalam film will follow it up. So it will have to be a slow process. At least today we are in a position where I am sitting with Ravi Garu and Maitri is presenting my film. I have to tell you, 5 years ago, when a film released, when a Malayalam film released, if you ask me who's distributing your film in Hyderabad, I wouldn't know. I really wouldn't know, because our systems, our networks were like that. We used to sublet, we used to give rest of India to one person. He used to then give it to different people. Hyderabad city, one person. Vizag, another person. It was like that. And it'll be like 2 screens here, 1 screen in Vizag. So 5 years ago, I'm not talking about 25 years ago. 5 years ago, if you had asked me which theatre in Hyderabad city is your film playing, I wouldn't know. Today, I can give you the whole theatre list, because Ravi Garu is taking care of me. So,
Great. Sir, one more question to you as an actor, also director. And from the 16 years, you're on board for this film. But I love as an audience, I love the one song, that hope. And whatever happens in our life, we have always on the hope. But what is the hope as an actor you have, and what is the hope you have as a director to motivate, to bring to you as an audience?
so right now, my only hope is that 28, this film is a super hit. That is my only hope, actually.
ఇప్పుడు ఆపరేషన్ లేకుండానే మోకాళ్లకు ప్లాస్మా ట్రీట్మెంట్. మీ ఆర్థోపెడిక్ సమస్యలన్నిటికీ రోబోటిక్ టెక్నాలజీ ద్వారా తక్కువ ఖర్చుతో శాశ్వత పరిష్కారం. ఫ్రీ కన్సల్టేషన్. ప్రతి ట్రీట్మెంట్ పై 20% డిస్కౌంట్. ఈ ఆఫర్ కొద్ది రోజులు మాత్రమే. త్వరపడండి. V9 హాస్పిటల్స్ 9281465842.